Hi everyone. Today my first day at my new school, Tulane. So I'm happy to be here. So I'm doing my podcast in my school, in Tulane University right now. And my podcast is about like I'm experimenting, investing in like risky asset like cryptocurrency. And yes, and I'm wearing Brazilian shirt. Unfortunately, Brazilian lost last night and they're going back home. But tonight is American play with Belgium. So we'll see. Belgium, they are a good team. So it's gonna be like uphill battle for the American. But we never know. Just like stock market, it's just a random walk. So it's only one mistake can I only one mistake Belgium made. American, can still win the game. So all they need is just one mistake. So going to my investment. Yesterday the price was 83, and I'm gaining $700, and now the price is come back to 82.5. I'm gaining 584. It's not that much. It was like look at earlier were 82 point it was 82.58. Now it coming back down 82.11. That's what like the price of cryptocurrency, it really changed like 24/7. So it's always trading. It's not like stock market. You have to be trading day. Doesn't matter. But for the crypto, you can trade 24/7. So now my gain down to 395. And I want to mention because this is really risk asset because I'm start investing that like in mid February. I got like 400 share for 32,000. And then in May the 10th, it went up to like 97. I was sold at 96. And like right then and there, I gained 6,100 right away. And now, and when it came back down to 60, I lost $8,000. And now it come back to 82. I'm still gaining $300. But like, I want to mention when I bought it, only 400 share. But since when it get when it like went up in value, 96, and I keep selling and selling, and then when it come down to 90, I bought back some. 60, 86, I bought back some. 82, I bought back some. 79, I bought back some more. So now I actually gained 3 share. So I, even though the price almost the same when I bought it, but the gain I share. That's why instead of I'm breaking even, I actually made $300. Yep, I'm really happy about that. And it kind of like a little bit conflict with me because look at 1 month trend. It will trend down from like I think from the 26 or something. It trend down. The stock comes supposed to come down until like the 6th. But like I think my prediction about 10 days ago, gonna be come down to today. But instead of come down, it went up. So so my prediction is wrong, so I'm not happy about that. But I'm really happy that the price went up, so I actually, I'm actually in the green, like, into gain making money. So, but like the price is volatile because of the risky assets. So in July it might come back down to 60. Highly unlikely, but it might be, and it might be like, gonna be stay around in, 70 to 80, stay around that area when it come back down a little bit. And I think the more it come up for this month, it's gonna be only $85. I don't think it go higher than that. And next month in August, it might be go down to 70 or high 90, and pretty much it's gonna be hang around 80 to 85. And at the end of the year, this is the best case gonna be like go to 120, but for the most part will be around 90 to 100. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be gain that much this year, because if like we do 1 year, it went up to it went like last year around, like, around this time it was 247, and then it kept coming down, and now it's like until 80. So the price had to be triple for it to go back to the high price, the record price. But if it double this, it's still like, 160. If it double at 160, so. But I'm really not. I don't think it go to 160 at the end of the year. It might go to 120 maybe at the end of this year. So um, but like in the long run, it, like, if we look at the chart in the long run, it went up to 240 and it came back down, and it went up to 240, it went again and come back down, and went up to 240 again and come back down. So I think it's like it just take time. If you give enough time, like they it take 3 years to go back down from 240 to 240 again, 250, around that time. So it take 3 years, and this only take 1 year. So like we just need to be patient. It might be take us another year to get up to 240, or maybe another 2 years to go up to 240, and then it might be go like take 3 years to go over there, or 4 or 5 years. But in the long run, it will go back, and especially like this time when the cryptocurrency go up this time right now. uh I've been doing the finance news almost every day, and they say when it go up, see, it come down from 82.11 to now 82.03. So the price is really really volatile. So I lost my train of thoughts. So what I want? Okay, so like, the news said that, like, because it went up, because the dollar is devalue, the dollar weak. That's why all and crypto asset and what other one, gold went up in value. So that's why, like, crypto asset, like, a lot of people that they nothing, they nothing, they just like they only have sentimental value attached to it. It's just like gold. Most of it is just sentimental value and make jewelry. But But also the reason it went up because the value of dollar keep coming down and the inflation. The government keep printing money, so the value of dollar keeping coming down and coming down and coming down. That's why even though it's just a sentimental value like gold and everything else and stock market and everything, it went up for the most part because of the dollar value come down, the inflation. So that's why I'm really like not 100%, but maybe at least 70% positive that, in the next, at least, maybe in the next year, next 2 year, next 3 years, in the long run, it's gonna come back to the top again. And then it's gonna come back down again because that's what it's called a risk asset. The price is very volatile. It doesn't stay high all the time and it doesn't stay low all the time. So, and that's what I want to say about that. And we can watch together and see how my portfolio gonna be look like at the end of this year. I might be, I might indeed it might be in red and I lost, maybe go back to 60, I lost 8,000. Or it go to 120, I'm gaining, something. So if it go to, let's say 80, $60, it will go to $60, I will lose 8,500. It will go to 120, I will gain like 15,000. So it doesn't matter how much it lost, how much, the portfolio lost or how much it gained. And the most important part is what we learn about it. So I've been doing this for a while, and what I learned about it is just to be patient. I know, like when it go to $60, I'm so worried. I'm, like, oh my goodness, the price gonna go down to zero and everything. I want to sell it now. Or when it go up, I'm like, I want to buy some more, something like that. It's gonna go up back. So the most important is patience. Doesn't matter it go up in value or go down in value. And like to be honest, it's better when it go down to buy some, and when it go down some more to buy some, and then it better when it go up to sell some, and when it go up some more to sell some. So I think that in my experience, it really helped me, and I can say that I actually make not making a lot of money, but I make like three share of the cryptocurrency already. So, and let's see at the end of the year, we how much we gonna how much you gonna make or how much we gonna lose. And it doesn't matter. It's an experiments and it only 32,000 anyway. It's not really that much, and it's not that little neither. Because I remember my old school Southeastern, I think they have $2 million for the student to manage their portfolio, and my new school right here, they have another portfolio worth $5 million. So doesn't matter. Like the only reason the count is just keep going forward, and how much you make is good. How much you lose is also good. What we learn about it, and I might try to like using this experiment and it just keep gaining, and the money I'm gonna like just keep in there. And I wonder like my experiment say in the next 20 years, I wonder like the 32,000 right now, how much it gonna be in the next 10 or 20 years, if I keep doing this. So, all right. That's all I want to say about this portfolio now. I want to look at the price of oil in the last 5 days. So it come down from around 70 to 67, and now went back to 68. I remember, like, maybe not even three months ago, it was 120, so it come down a lot. It come down almost cut in half the price. So this, like, we're really happy about this price, and the gas price coming back down too. So that's a good thing. And also gold. We can look at the five day. It went down to under 3,000, and then it come back. And then I remember, like, around here, it jumped to 4,100, and then it jumped to 4,200. And around that, because of and I read the news, it jumped like that because the weak in dollar value. So that's why the gold it came back up. And gold, they say it's safe haven. It's a safe haven asset. But to look at in 1 year, even though it's safe haven asset, it also volatile. It went up from 3,300 to 5,300, and then come back down to, and 4,000, a little bit under 4,000, and then come back up. So even though gold is considered is safe haven asset, and it also volatile in the short run, but in the long run it usually go up in value. So in 5 years it go up from 1,760 to 5,000. So it will go up in 5 years almost, like, I don't know, 3x, almost 3x. So yeah, it's like, if you say, like, is it good to uh you know uh is it good to invest in gold as a safe haven asset? The answer is yes, because in the long run it look like it always going up. You see, like, in 2000, it, like, $200 price, and went up to 1,800, and then come back down, and then go back up, up and down, and see, in the long run it going up. But, like, but the thing is, like, it take longer to go up too. Look at this one, the peak right here, about 1,800, and then it came back down to 1,100, and it went back to 1,900. So it took, let's say, from here, 2012, it took 8 years to regain. And the thing about crypto is, like, the speed is so much faster. So this one, it take like 3 years. The speed is so much faster if you invest in crypto. So yeah, that the only two different from crypto and gold. And we see gold and Nasdaq. Today we gained about 1%. Dow Jones Industrial we gained about 30%, and S&P 500 gained almost 1%, and PKW gained 0.5%. So this one is very, very low risk. The price moving is so little. Look at 1 month. The price move is from, like, 137 to 139, come back to 137, and went back up to 140. See, from, like, 37, gain $3, then come back down to 140, come down, 138, come down $2, and then it come down over here like 142, went up $2 and come down like less than a dollar, and then it go up about another dollar. So like the movement is so slow, but the thing is like it break the record like couple times this month. I think this is the first record break right here. I think this is the other one. And then the last 5 days, this one like the first record 143 and then 194. So it like this one is really good to be honest. It's really safe for it really like to be honest. I think it's safer than S&P 500, but also I think maybe get less return too. But like the special thing about this PKW, they only buy stock from the company that doesn't keep their free cash flow in the company. Because like $100 free cash flow was only $70 if it's in the company. Because manager will find a way to waste it, by private jet or building headquarter or fancy building. They did not need to, but they just want to spend money anyway. So I think that's why this ETF they buy the company that use their free cash flow to buy back their stock, and as a result, it increases the stock value. All right, so finance today, the U.S. future right ahead earnings season. Future Nasdaq and S&P 500 are higher as investors prepare earnings from major companies this week, including consumer and airline firms. So that makes sense. Like it usually there's a correlation when they declare the earning or show their earning. Usually the correlation like when they show the earning, usually the stock price go up during that. So that makes sense that people start buying the share future. So when the stock go up, they make money that way. AI related semiconductor stocks are leading the market gains. Oil price eats after OPEC plus production increase. Crude oil prices move lower after OPEC plus announced another production increase, easing concerns about supply disruptions and helping reduce inflation pressures. So the oil price come down, it help a lot. So the supply and demand when the more oil in the supply side, then the demand still the same, then the price came down. And when the oil price came down, it everything else came down, so it reduced inflation. Bitcoin ETFs snap losing streak. US spot Bitcoin ETFs ended a 10-day streak on net flowings, signaling renewed institutional interest in cryptocurrency. Yeah, they're like right now the price of Bitcoin and the cryptos is relative low. Like I mean, like very very low right now. If you do 1 year, I think my computer is frozen. So if you do 1 year, and the price is if you do 1 year, the price is very low right now. That's why the institution might start buying back their Bitcoin and their crypto because that is good time to buy when it like, you know, half off. This one is like if you buy it now, it like more than half off, like 75% off right now. So if they buy it right now and it went up back to the same 240, 250, they will like triple the money. So that's why it's like, investor they see the low price, they might starting buying back. Eurozone investor confidence improves. The last Sentix survey shows investor sentiment rose for a third straight month, with Germany showing notable improvements and optimism about the region's economy. Five, mortgage rates remain elevated. So 30-year rate is 5.54. It actually went up about 4 base point from the last time I made the podcast. It were 6.5. Now 6.54. So it went up 4 base point. Yeah, but like even though if it come down to 6%, it's still high compared to like 3.5% that I like last time I bought my house. It was 3.5%. So it's still high, but yeah, it's still high. It, and it going up too. So let's see. Fed chair Kevin Bosch need to do want to do about it. And remember, he is the hawkish guy, and he might be, he might tend to increase. He might tend to increase the interest rate, but Trump chose him, so he might follow Trump and make Trump happy and decrease the rate. And also, the economy dictate what he doing too, especially when the inflation is up. So you don't want to decrease rate right then. So it really hard. They have so much tool that for the most use is the rate up and down rate. So and they definitely like need to use that wisely, not because of Trump tell him what to do, but he had to look at what the market dictate also. Federal Reserve focus shift to upcoming minute. Investors are looking ahead to the release of the latest FOMC meeting minutes this week for clues on the timing of future interest rate changes. 7. Customer confidence edges highly. U.S. consumer confidence improved slightly in June as lower gasoline price have offset concerns about the labor market and inflation. A tech and AI stocks continue to outperform. Semiconductor and memory chip companies are among today's stronger performers as investors rotate back into AI related name. So AI also it can be a bubble too. So I think if we invest in a big company, we might be safe, but like the smaller company, we might not safe. So we'll see. And SpaceX definitely working on data center in space. So I think that space. That's why SpaceX is a good. SpaceX is a good stock to buy. Let's see. Let's see. Look at SpaceX right now. So it went back to 160, 170, come down to 156. 1 month went up to 211, come down to 153. So SpaceX it went up like the all-time high, but like it's really good stock to buy. But I'm still waiting because there's a lot of people that have SpaceX stock and they will release the obligation to hold maybe in January. So in January when they start selling, and it definitely coming down, and I want to jump in maybe when it go down to 110, maybe 110, and then I can buy me some for that. And that is my prediction that SpaceX stock gonna go down to 110. But my prediction always wrong. So don't count on it. Oh, sorry. So cash yield remain attractive. High yield saving accounts are still offer around 4% plus API, while some money market accounts pay up to 5%, giving investor attractive low risk return. So, I want to mention all these are short term short term rate. So maybe like right now at 4% or 5%, and next month it might come down, or it can go back, go up some more. But it's unlike CD, CD you can lock it maybe like a year or two. So that is a different thing. Even though it gives you like a lot like return, but I guess in like next month or two, if it's coming back down, like let's say everything going well, the oil price come down, inflation really nice, and then Kevin Wolf he start to decrease the rate, so this gonna drop down quick. So, but it's nice now for the boomers, for the old people that have a lot of money in the bank. They don't want to put the money in their bond market or equity market. So they put in saving account and they definitely get a handsome return. All right, 10. Value of stock remain focus. Analysts continue highlighting the value-oriented companies with strong earnings expectations as investors diversify beyond the large cap technology stocks. So yeah, we need to diversify away, put your egg in more than one basket, especially the AI stock. I feel like they are in the bubble. I don't know when they're gonna bust next year, next 2 year, next 3 year, next 5 years. We don't know, but it's coming. Maybe the next 10 years. But it had to be bust sometime. I want to watch this week Federal Reserve meeting minutes, FOMC meeting minutes coming up on Wednesday. Q2 earnings season begins, so we're gonna wait until like we're gonna wait in this every time they show something. I'm gonna look at with you guys together. This is no economic data on inflation and consumer spending, so I guess June inflation is coming up too. It should be coming back down. That's good. Continue movement in oil price and cryptocurrency market. So oil price definitely gonna coming down. Let's say what is oil price right now. Let's say it might be go down to 60, under 65 maybe. And the cryptocurrency market. Yeah, cryptocurrency I think are gonna coming down too. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep uh prediction. I'm gonna keep predict it's gonna come down. And then when it go out and make money, so doesn't matter. And when it come back down, I'm happy because my prediction come through. That's a win-win. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. And before we go, we're gonna recap again. So let's see if it come down to $70. We lost about $4,000. No big deal. And it'll go down to 120. We're gonna make like maybe 110. We're gonna make $6,000, $7,000. So whatever it is, I'm good with it. Whatever it how much it make or how much it lose. All is just an experiment. and and if it working well next year we can do maybe two because I think these are the two I like, Ethereum and Solana. And I like crypto too. Crypto is really good. I think the best thing about crypto is there's supply limit. There's no more than 21 million Bitcoin out there. So this is a good thing. Gold is the rare metal, but the gold like we keep mining and we can get more and more gold. But Bitcoin doesn't matter how good you are. When it hit 21 million, there's no more Bitcoin. So now the total supply is only 20.05 million. So there are almost a million Bitcoin left to mine. And after we mine all 21 million, there's no more mining. Miner they only do transaction and get the transaction fee. So that's a good thing about Bitcoin. But I'm really interested about these two, Ethereum and Solana. So next year I might do two portfolio, one Solana and one Ethereum. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye.